it's President's Day. Let's check in on how people feel about the current president and how he's doing. Wow, that's terrible. No, seriously, among young people, he is collapsing, a net negative of 40 points since the summer. It's almost like talking about how great the economy's doing when everybody's losing their job and don't have enough money for groceries doesn't really resonate. Or like sending masked police into cities that don't want them and executing American citizens on the street don't really jive with how Gen Z throws down. It was off the top of my head. I was like, try to think of something cool that a Gen Z would say, and the word I came up with was jive. All right, I'm going to give you a little copium, maybe with some hopium thrown in, but hear me out. I think that the world that allowed Donald Trump to rise to power has moved on, which is not to say there still isn't a danger or that he doesn't have power now and can use that power in very terrible ways. It just means that if you tell people to be scared all the time for a decade, eventually their capacity to be scared goes away. And what you're left with is no more distractions. You just have a whole bunch of people looking around going, hey, the world isn't great right now. You told me it would be great and it's not. I'm going to blame you. And I think that's easier for young people to do than older people because older people have a lot of their money sunk into Trump as Rambo boat flags and they're just going to stick with Trump until they get that money back. But I think among younger people who have a little bit more of a plastic point of view on the world, you're going to see a lot more of this kid than you are of the one that was saying, I support ICE. So yeah, if you're like me and your body consists of like 84% stomach acid worrying about the planet right now, I do think that this poll is indicative of a trend and not a blip. People are just tired of Jeffrey Epstein's best friend, Donald Trump.